Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. There's some bad news coming from Ukraine, more specifically coming from Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. The last line that was over there, the emergency system shut off, and the last line that was providing Ukraine with energy is off, and for some security reasons the whole plant now is zero. So out of 6 units, one was functional until yesterday, I think, and then today is all over. No energy. I don't know how long that will stay like that. Obviously they point fingers at you did it, I did it. No, when someone did it, right? Someone shelled over there and created the situation in such a way that due to safety reasons and concerns, the plant was turned off. So this article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from September 5, 2022. Last line connecting Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant to energy system of Ukraine cut off. It says that as a result of a fire, now remember this is a Ukrainian outlet, as a result of a fire caused by Russian shelling of the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant, the last line connecting the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant node to Ukraine's power grid has been disconnected. So the source is Energoatom. Quote, today, 5 September 2022, as a result of the fire that occurred due to shelling, the 330 kilowatt Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant ferroalloy power line is ZTPP. ZTPP is thermoelectric power plant, okay? We're gonna use it ZTPP, thermoelectric, probably Zaporizhzhya thermoelectric power plant. So 330 kilowatt ZTPP ferroalloy power lines was disconnected. That is, the last line that connected the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant ZTPP node with the energy system of Ukraine. It doesn't say anything about Russians doing it, right? So this is what Energoatom said, but the weasel who wrote this article said it was shelled caused by Russian shelling. All right, I don't care, as I said, who shelled it. The thing is, no more electricity for you. So as a result, the sixth power unit was unloaded and disconnected from the grid, which currently supplies the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant's own needs. Details. Energoatom notes that over the past 3 days, Russian occupying forces have been fiercely shelling the area around the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. As a result, the 750 kilowatt ZNPP, Dniprovska, 330 kilowatt ZPP Kakhovska, and the 330 kilowatt ZTPP Melitopol power lines were damaged and disconnected. The 750/330 kilowatt ZSC ZNPP was damaged. Other power lines of the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant and ZTPP complex were damaged earlier. Yes. Background: this is the second time in history. The other time was about 2 weeks ago, a week ago. This is the second time in history that the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant has been shut down. Here it is. The first time was on August 25th. Okay, well, this is what I would do if I would be Ukrainians, but obviously I think they're more, vested in this than me. I would do this. I would get some how do you call it? I would get some international observant, so people that would come over there and just watch, and I would pull back my forces, right? And I would have this international from China as well and from Brazil and whatever, and say, you see, we pulled back, we're not shooting anything towards that, and I would just stay over there, and anything that happens over there will be caused by the Russians. Guess what I would do? But you want to shoot at the Russians, then shoot at the Russians, but don't say only the Russians are doing. But the Russians can't do the same thing. The Russians also can do, okay, everybody come over and we're just going to see how the Ukrainians are shelling. But on the other hand, you don't know where the shelling comes from. What if it's a Russian shelling that? How do you know it's Russian or Ukrainian? And vice versa. you know. You can put each and every inspector or observer to each and every machine, expose them to this danger in the middle of a war. But otherwise, it's going to be probably like this forever, unless the Russians will not lose that position. I almost guarantee you that, unless they want to leave like the Snake Island. But otherwise, they will not leave that unless there is no more interest in their, you know, to stay over there, which I don't know if that's the case. But if they want to stay there, they will never be pushed away from that. So I don't know, Ukrainians are gonna hit it, are gonna cause something. Maybe they're, why would the Russians doing? Why would, this is always, you know, when something occurs or is about to occur, the question is que bono, who benefits out of this? So let's say the Russians are hitting it and blaming the Ukrainians. Okay, that's a disaster. Nobody will believe Russia because they know the West will not, even if they have the facts right here, they will not say it was Ukraine shelling it. So they're going to say Russia. So Russia has no, as a PR, will not has no interest on blowing it. On the other hand, Ukraine has all the interest of the PR to portray the Russians. They did it, and everybody will believe them. So from this aspect, the Ukrainians have all the desire to do it and all the advantage and will benefit out of it. Now the second, if that explodes, the damage will go towards what? We're going to go some to Russia and some will go to, from what I saw, to Ukraine. Now you say, well, that's why Ukrainians will not do. Hey, a little detail that changes the whole thing. If you think that, oh, the Ukrainians will not do it because it's going to damage Ukraine and the Ukrainian population, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to say more, I'm on YouTube, but here it is. The people who are in control of Ukraine, of the nation, of Ukrainian nation, are not really very vested, let's put it very nicely, into the Ukrainian nation. So I don't know if that would be really something they are very, very concerned, but that's a scenario. But this is my assessment. I think they would be not very much crying if that kind of situation occurs. You see how nicely I tried to hide what exactly I want to say? I don't think it was very nice, but it was like my stomach feels like vomiting when I have to do these kind of things and not say exactly what I want to say. But the Russians, if they do it and they blow it, what do they win? They want to infect those guys, going to do whatever they do, but they will not have a nuclear power plant, and the whole Europe and the world we're going to blame them. So from the Russian perspective, that's a no-no. No, I would say 95%. From the other ones, PR 100%, and the other thing, it's 50-50. I don't think they really, yeah, okay, we're gonna, in case we are losing that bad, we can do this, and then we get the sympathy of everybody. That's a global disaster, so we all have to attack Russia and destroy Russia. So that's always going to be something. So from the Russian perspective, I would try to push as much the Ukrainians out of the area, put a lot of air defense systems, so nobody could hit that, because if they hit that, everything is going to be on me. It's going to be, so Russia will, unless they say, you know what, we're just leaving, and they leave, and it's on you, whatever, and whatever happens. Because as I said, militarily has no value for them in blowing it, and well, strategically they're going to leave the other guys without energy. Well, okay, okay. And then what? PR, they will be forever. They will be forever. Remember, you still remember the Chernobyl, which was an accident. Imagine this is purposely and pointed towards those guys doing it, you know, like because they wanted evil people. They're going to be in all history books forever if the Russians lose. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think that's you know, no electricity and all that for people. But as I said, the leaders don't really Jmihal and all those. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.